Welcome back to Foundation Focus. I'm Tom Jones, president of the Education Foundation, and joining me today is Jackie Wolfe, our program manager. And Jackie has joined us before. She's a full-time staff member of the Education Foundation. Welcome, Jackie.
Thanks for having me, Tom.
You're welcome. I'm really glad you're here. I just want the audience to know that they will be seeing more of Jackie because Jackie has a new role. She was hired many years ago as the office manager, has done a terrific job, and now she's full-time with the foundation as a program manager. And the program manager actually helps with all of the fundraising programs and also with some of the grants, okay, that the foundation has. And grants has been a big focus for us in the past couple of years. And our strategy at the foundation is to really to build the capacity of the foundation to be more relevant to the school district. As most of you probably know, the Education Foundation is the school district's 501c not-for-profit agency. And in that capacity, what we do is we support the academic side of the school district. So Jackie and I work very closely with the Office of Teaching and Learning and ESC and other departments as well. So as this program airs, it is early in the new school year, the 23-24 school year. And even though the school year has just started, the foundation has been busy all summer long on a number of programs. And of course now as the school year has just started, we're really working on grant programs. But Jackie, why don't you tell the audience about some of the programs that we were part of during the summer?
So we began our summer right immediately after school ended with a summer summit, providing professional learning to the current teachers, expanding their knowledge so they were ready to come back with greater knowledge to help teach our students. This foundation was the sponsor, and we provided lunch for all of the teachers during that event. We also did the new teacher symposium back, that happened in July. And that is where we welcome in our new teachers to the district during their onboarding and learning process. And we had over 300 new teachers at that event.
Yeah, that's a big event for us. We've sponsored that event for many years. And this year we're really privileged to have a number of sponsors. I just want to name them: Mid-Florida Credit Union, PNC Bank, Kaiser University, Gold Coast Credit Union, St. Thomas Online University, Equitable, and Ryan Van Buren in investments. So what we do is we have a small group of sponsors or supporters of the foundation that help pay for the event, and then they have an opportunity to meet the new teachers, and we have an opportunity to talk about our various programs. And let's talk about how we support the teachers, especially as the new school year starts. We have a number of programs other than grants that we actually work on. And this year, Jackie and I and Anna Tisna, as our new office manager, we've been visiting the principals, and we've been also visiting the staff of each school. So we've been reaching out on a regular basis. We're not done yet. We still have several more to go. But let's talk about how we can help a teacher during the school year.
One of our ways that we can help our teachers throughout the school year is through the Adopt a Class program. That is a program that the foundation offers to the teachers where we take no fee for. So the teacher can collect donations from parents as well as family and friends to help support their classroom. On average, most teachers spend $1,000 out of their own pocket during the month of August to get their classroom ready. So this is one way that we can help benefit those teachers and take a little bit of the burden off. Last year we had one teacher, she received over 33 donations and received over $1,200 for her classroom.
Yeah, this is another program that we've held for a number of years, probably over 20 years. And it's a way for us to support a classroom and support a teacher. And what we do is we use our platform, our website, if you will, and the payment processing system. So we actually place on our website, and it's open right now. You can go on our website at efslc.org, and you could find your favorite school, and you can see all the teachers in that school, and you click the teacher's name, and then you can make a donation, and the foundation that funding comes through the foundation, and we direct it right back to the school, and we do, as Jackie mentioned, with no fee. So there are a lot of other platforms out there, but ours is a service, okay, to our schools and our teachers. And so this is the time of year where you can make a donation to your favorite classroom or school. So just go on our website and make a donation. And this year it's been doing really well, hasn't it?
It has. We've had a number of teachers collecting their donations, receiving multiple different donations for their classroom, up to $500 donations that we have seen come through to support our teachers. I love hearing teachers say thank you for this service and thank you for offering this, because it really helps their classroom.
This is what I call a mission-driven program, and by that I mean it's a program that's really near and dear to our heart. We do it because it's part of our passion, and then we also do it with really no cost. So that's a great program. Now, one program that we've had for a number of years, and it's one of our foundational programs, and it's called our Teacher Grant Program. And every year we raise money, and then we open up a grant application opportunity for all of our teachers to place applications. And these are sometimes called mini grants. They raise really up to like $1,000 or so. We don't have a firm number on that. But that is now open. There's an opportunity for teachers, if they have an idea for their classroom, to talk to their principal. And once they have their principal's approval, they can go online. It's a paperless system at efslc.org. So I'm speaking to the teachers right now. You can go online and you can place an application for a grant for your classroom. And then our board has a committee, and the committee judges all of the applications. So I could just tell you a few years ago, the dollar amount that we awarded back to the school was in the range of $15,000, $25,000, and then $50,000. But now it's grown significantly. And last year it was over $150,000, and this year it's going to be around $185,000 back. Now, this program would not be possible if it weren't for the state matching grant program. And we're really pleased that all of our legislators, state legislators in the county have supported the state matching grant program. And really what it is that if we have funds that come in from a qualifying donor, meaning from a private, the private world, if you will, those would be businesses, private businesses, and individual donors. So if that money comes into the foundation, we can then match that money dollar for a qualifying grant. So this year, our opportunity for the match was $92,000. So what that means, if we raise $92,000 privately, the state of Florida, through the state matching grant program, will match that dollar for dollar up to $92,000. And the good news is this year, for the first time in the history of the foundation, we now know that we have that qualifying match. So this is a record for us. Last year was, as I said, 153. This year we're going to actually going to match that. And that's because of a greater working relationship with the school district. And I want to thank Dr. Prince for taking the lead on this. We're working much closer with the district level staff. We're also working very closely with the principals, and it's starting to really work now. We're seeing more opportunities for grants and more money coming in for the match. So, Jackie, why don't you tell us about the program, how it actually works, and what are some of the key areas that we actually look to fund?
I am just going to piggyback on your comment about working closely with the schools in helping them raise funds for their school, because part of this matching fundraising came from the Booster-a-thon program, the Fun Run program that we held last year. And I know Fairlawn Elementary, for one example, they raised over $9,000, and we're able to match their fundraising profits from that. So again, that's our close working relationship with the schools and helping contribute back to them.
And the Fun Run will be an annual event, so it'll be on the last Saturday of April next year, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
A little more on our grant program. We do cover 6 programmatic areas. within our grant program, and that is STEM, CTE, which is Career Technical Education, also literacy, professional learning for our teacher quality, and also struggling students that we support.
And helping students graduate also, right?
Yes, graduation rates,
Right,
yes.
so there are 6 programmatic areas that the state specifies, and what we do is we work with the school district to really focus in on those high need areas. And I can tell you that the foundation is really working on academics. So if you look at all the wonderful nonprofits throughout St. Lucie County, and they all do a great job, and many of them support students. But our focus really is on helping students with their academics, because we want to help students graduate work ready or career focused. So all of our work is on academics. So the grant program focuses on academic programs. So we help struggling students really do well. One of the things that we do is we really work on literacy programs, because we know if you don't read proficiently by the 3rd grade, you likely will not graduate. So we've backed it up and looked at the early literacy programs as well. But maybe you could just talk a little bit about some of the programs that we funded or that we're planning on funding.
Yes, I would love to. So within our grant program, we also fund a lot, like you mentioned, a lot of literacy programs. So we do the Read for the Record, which is a pre-K program where we provide a book to every pre-K student within our district, around 350 students. They all get to take a book home for their home library, and we also provide their classroom with one. And that's through a partnership with PNC and the Matching Grant Program. We also help fund One School, One Book, which is a school-wide learning literacy program. Last year we did our sensory room program to where we created sensory rooms, 4 entire sensory rooms, and then also 28 sensory calming corners within classrooms throughout 10 schools within our district. Our grant program is really for innovative learning, which is one of our core missions here at the foundation. And I love reading the applications that come in through our teachers and the ideas that they have for their classroom, whether that be building a butterfly garden and teaching their students the cycle of the butterflies. It's always amazing throughout to really get in depth with their applications. And our CTE programs is also another one of our big fundings that we provide matching grants for. And last year we did our health education to where students were learning how to, they were receiving their CNA certificates. The veterinary.
That's nursing, right? Is that nursing?
Yes, the nursing program. They actually have arms so that they are learning how to draw blood from, and that's part of their certification program. Also the veterinary program that we also supported, and our culinary program. Our culinary programs are very large throughout our school district and our high schools, and we also provide funding for those.
Yeah, you know, much of the funding for the grants also comes from the public, okay? Just to give you an example, the sensory room program was funded by the Wetzel Tierney Foundation, local folks right here in St. Lucie County and the Fort Pierce area. And so there's a lot of people that have a passion for helping children, and it's really terrific that we're able to match their funds and then give it back to the school district. So the grant program is really on fire right now. It's doing terrific, and that's relevancy to the school district. What we want to do is impact as many students as possible. Last year we impacted over 6,000 students. This year I think we're going to do much, much better because the grant program has really taken off and has reached a record level. And so the partnership with the district feels really good right now. And so we're off and running early in the school year. So the grants again will go through when for the teachers.
September 15th is the
Okay.
deadline for teachers to apply.
Okay.
And again, their application, the link for the application can be accessed through our website. And for our teachers, we actually have a special tab on our website just with information that is guided towards them, and that is the SLPS employees area of our website. And through that, they can find out more information about the Adopt a Class program, the teacher grants, and also payroll giving. And that's one way that the teachers can give back to the foundation to help support our mission.
That's another program that I would like to just mention, just like to focus on. You know, even though the foundation is self-sustaining in that we raise money and we have a little bit of support from the school district, which we're very grateful for. But at the same time, we look for our teachers and staff to support the foundation. But all the money that they give to the foundation goes right back towards programs that benefit St. Lucie County staff members. So that money doesn't go towards an outside grant or another program like that. So, so for the staff here at St. Lucie Public Schools, please think about supporting your local foundation. And so we're off and running on that. Now let's talk about our annual dinner. This is a big thing, folks. Okay, this is one of the original programs of the foundation. Many years ago, like 24 years ago, the foundation created this gala. It was called an Evening for Education Gala, and it's still called that. And it used to be a very formal gala. And last year we sort of changed our pace a little bit. We ditched the gowns and the tuxes, and we dressed casual. And we had an event which was a Polynesian review. And we kind of hit our mark when we changed the venue a little bit. So it was more of a fun, entertaining venue with a serious purpose to raise money for public education. And I think we had a record number last year, like over 150 people show up, and we raised a lot of money. So this year, this summer, we did a lot of thinking and tried to figure out how do we beat that, So Jackie, why don't you tell them about the 24th annual Evening for Education Gala and what the theme is, okay?
So this year, our annual Evening for Education will take place on November 4th, once again at Harbor Ridge Country Club, but also it will be a country club casual event again. But this year we have a little bit of a different activity, entertainment this year. It's going to be an aerialist performance. We're also going to have the fire throwers, fire breathers again. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have silk performers. So they're going to bring in their whole setup and do their silk twirling and put on quite a show for us.
Yeah, this is going to be a spectacular cirque event, okay? So think Cirque du Soleil, okay? So we're going to have a high wire act. We're going to have a lollipop act, they call it, where folks are in these lollipop type loops, okay? And our sponsor for this, our title sponsor is A&G Concrete Pools. So thank you, Trevor, for the lead sponsorship. There are still many sponsorship opportunities available, and just go on our website at efslc.org to look at sponsorship opportunities, but to buy a ticket. And all of the money goes towards the foundation and the school district, and this is our largest fundraiser of the year. So we're looking for sponsors. We also have an online auction, and we've had this for a number of years. We call it a silent auction, and so we're looking for auction items. So if you are a business or you know of a business that might want to donate a gift card or a basket to the foundation auction, we raise quite a bit of money from the auction. So we raise money by selling tickets. There's limited seating. There's about 160 seats available. So go online early, efslc.org, and purchase your ticket. We have special pricing for folks that work here at the school district. And it's going to be a spectacular event. So it's entertainment up front, it's a casual venue. But here's something else. We kept the one element that we kept for the gala is an elegant dinner. So it's held at Harbor Ridge, and we do move it around every couple of years. But Harbor Ridge has really a magnificent menu. And so we're going to have a really a wonderful dinner and with entertainment. And the serious side is we're going to be raising money at the auction for our children. So the date is, save the date, okay, November the 4th, Saturday at Harbor Ridge Country Club. Dress country club casual and just have a great time.
In the past, our auction was only available during the event. But a couple years ago, thanks to COVID, we took it online. And in doing so, we were able to expand our audience with audience participation within the auction. So instead of just the 150 attendees of the event, this is now open, and it runs for normally a month-long auction, and it does raise a lot of funding for the foundation. But last year we had over 400 participants be able to participate and bid on the auction items. And last year we had over 200 auction items, and we are working hard again to collect those items.
So Jackie, that's a great point. If you can't come to the dinner, you can certainly be a part of the silent auction. And that's opening up when? Will that open up at the same date as the ticket sales, or a little bit later?
We're still working on nailing down that date.
I threw you on that one.
Yes, we did. We're
Okay.
still working that out, that when we're going to open that. I know
Okay.
last year we opened it the day of the event, and then it
Okay.
ran for 3 weeks after the event, and that
Okay.
took us into the first week in December is when that auction closed out. We're
Okay.
still nailing down our dates on
All right, so
the
we'll ask
auction.
the audience to be patient on that, and so we'll open up the auction very soon. But just calendar in, please, the 24th Annual Evening for Education Gala. I just promise you, it's going to be a spectacular event. We're very excited about it. We expect to sell out, folks, okay? So the hall can handle about 160 folks, so please sign on early. So moving along, I just wanted to mention that we have a number of new programs that we're working with the school district. And I really felt that we made a turn in the last couple of years where we're now working hand in glove with the school district. And once again, I want to thank Dr. Prince for his leadership in that area. We have a board member, James Abbott, that joined our board last year. And James Abbott comes from Seattle, Washington area. And he had a career at Microsoft. And he moved to Florida to retire. And he joined the board because he has a real passion for public education. And he has a great story to tell, and I'd like him to come here one day as a guest. But basically, public education saved his life, meaning that he came from a family, and I can tell the story because he tells it publicly, but he came from a really challenging home environment, and the school district was able to focus him and his brother on learning, and he wound up with a terrific career at Microsoft. And he likes to give back to the public school district here. So what he did was he approached me, and he approached the cabinet level folks at the school district, and wanted to introduce artificial programming to the school district. So the way we're going to approach this is that we're going to create an after-school club, and we're going to create a program where we're going to try and solve a real local issue. And so that local issue is traffic. We all know the growth in the county. We've seen a lot of traffic issues throughout the county. And so we're now talking to various governmental entities, the county and the cities, and we're going to be working with the city first, and we're going to work with a city and pick a couple of intersections, and we're going to try to improve that traffic using artificial intelligence and machine programming. And James Abbott will be teaching the students how to program in AI and MI, and then we're going to model the software with the traffic lights, and so it's going to be a great program. We're at the fairly early stages, but number one, we have funding, thanks to Comcast, and the funding donated $25,000. The matching grant program was able to match that, so we have $50,000. We're talking to some of the governmental entities right now, so we expect to make an announcement on very soon on how that program will shape out. And then the school district is working with us to identify a high school, and then we'll have the after-school program. So this is another way that the foundation is focused on academics and improving the academics of our students, and by reaching out to the community to help fund that effort. So my thanks to James Abbott, who is a terrific person, has a real passion for children and helping out. And I'll ask James if he can join us at a future event. Well, that's just about it, folks. Jackie, anything else you want to mention?
I do just want to touch base on another grant that we are working
Okay.
closely with the school district on, and that is resiliency through the community.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Yes, one more grant. This is a great one.
Yes, we've been working very closely through the school district and the ESC department, and also the learning OTL.
Of the Office of Teaching and
Yes,
Learning.
Office of Teaching and Learning. We've been working very closely with them. This is a competitive grant that we just completed, and I submitted on Tuesday. And this is through the Consortium of Florida Education Foundations and also the Florida Department of Education. And this is going to focus on teaching our students resiliency, and not just within the school district, but also through our community partners. So we are hoping to partner with PAL through the Sheriff's Department and also the Explorer unit there, and also the Fort Pierce Police Department, and we will be working with the Boys and Girls Club and providing them resiliency education to be able to partner with them and teach our students grit and perseverance, self-awareness, really how to be resilient youth.
You know, this program works hand in glove with our superintendent's major goal to reduce absenteeism. And we became aware of this grant opportunity through the Consortium of Education Foundations, which is our partner, and what all of the education foundations are independent, but we get together as a consortium to learn from each other, and the consortium also has funding opportunities for us. So this is a big issue. The governor of the state of Florida provided the funding. The funding was written so that it had to go through the education foundations throughout the state. So each foundation has an opportunity to place a grant. Fingers crossed, okay, we placed the application just a few days ago. Jackie did all the hard work along with the school district. There was a team that worked on this. So Kim J, thank you very much for your support. And Deputy Superintendent Helen Weil was very active with this program. So it's a competitive program. We don't know how much funding we will get. But we went for all of it, okay? We applied for the maximum, and it's really needed here at the school district. The grant was written by our Jackie and the professionals, so we're really looking forward to that as well. So the foundation has been doing a lot more in terms of its relevancy to the school district. We're really chasing after those higher grants. What we're trying to do is build the capacity of the foundation. We're also going to be looking for multi-year giving grants, okay, to kind of work through programs. And one of our goals is to be a thought leader with the school district. We want to come to the district with new ideas. And I can tell you, I've found the district to be very receptive. The school district is growing. They're looking for new programs. So Jackie, I want to thank you so much for coming. It's great to have you on the show. And it's great that you're now our full-time program manager. It gives us greater capacity. And I want to thank all of our supporters and our benefactors. And please think of the foundation and go online and make a donation. And please buy a ticket for our annual gala on November the 4th. Thank you very much.